What's up? Today, oil change. E46 BMW. I see y'all asking how much it costs to do an oil change to bring your car somewhere and get it done. That brings a tear to my eye. It brings a tear to your car's eye. That's why your car has oil leaks underneath it, because your car's crying, because you're having somebody else do the maintenance on it. If you want to learn to work on your car, this is a good place to start. Oil changes are really simple. You should do them yourself. If you bring it to somebody else to have the oil change, you don't know what kind of oil they're putting in, you don't know what kind of filters they're putting in. I'm not here to discuss what kind of oil you should use or what filters you should use. That's on you. We all live in different places, different climates. We all have different opinions. I'm just telling you that for me, 7 quarts of oil costs $58.46 for the oil and the filter. Here's the owner's manual. The capacities right there say 6.9 quarts. That's where I get the numbers from. And this is I have 3 E46s. I got 2 right now. I've had 3. I use the same oil in all my cars. My wife had a F32 BMW. She has an E89 Z4 right now. Same oil in all the cars. It's fine. I change my oil every 7,500 miles. But I got 7 quarts of oil here. This is what I'm using. And it's cheaper to buy these big ones. I actually have more oil down here because all the cars use the same oil. It's cheaper to buy the big ones than it is to buy the little ones. But I just bought that just so I could see the price, just for y'all. $58.46. Got an oil filter. The oil filter should come with a new O-ring and a new crush washer for your drain plug. I have a funnel here because since I'm filming this, I'm inevitably going to spill. You need a ratchet, 17mm socket to take your drain plug out. I have a 36mm socket here. You don't need this, but this takes the oil cap, the oil filter cap off. This fits right on there. I don't like putting a pair of channel locks on mine. I don't want to scuff anything up. I like it to look nice and pretty. So 36mm. I'm going to have to put an extension on that. First thing I'm going to do is lift my car up. I prefer to use a jack stand under the front jacking point. And the way I do that is by jacking the rear of the car up until it's high enough to put a jack stand under the front jacking point. I used to jack my car up from the front jacking point and put a jack stand under the middle over here, but that's the wrong way to do that. So, lift the car. I use a jack stand, however you feel like doing it, whether you want to use a lift, ramps, whatever. I prefer to do it this way so that the car is tilted on an angle because your drain plug's on this side, so it's like I'm pouring the oil out if I just lift the one side of the car. And you got to get under it, so do it safely. Then I pop the hood. Your oil filter is under here. That's where I'm going to use that 36mm. 36mm fits right on there. You could use channel locks or whatever, but I don't like scarring that up, so that 36mm makes this so much easier. I already had it loose. It is in there, but I am going to use an old grocery bag to set that down in so I don't spill oil everywhere. Let me see if I can set y'all down. That'll work. That's off. That new O-ring you got with your filter, that's where it goes, right here. The old oil filter's removed. I got it sitting on this bag right here. Keep everything a little clean. I'm about to throw it away. The new O-ring comes with your filter is right here. So you can remove that with a screwdriver and slide the new one on. A little hard to do with one hand. I went ahead and put it on so y'all could see. There it is, the new ring. The old ring used to be the same color as that. The new ring's on there. The new filter is going to slide right on there the same way the old filter came off. the oil drain plug is back here. So, as many times as I've done this, your oil drain plug is right here. And it's a 17 millimeter. Got my 17 millimeter wrench here. And I got something to catch the oil. I have a magnetic drain plug on my car, on all my cars. So if any oil leaks or if there's any metal in the oil, it'll catch anything floating around in there. Some oil is gonna leak. I just took my gloves off. Keep reaching and grabbing for things. Oh shit. Good, I made a mistake. And I got oil on the ground and on the camera. So all the oil is drained out of the car. I was busy paying attention to the camera instead of what I was doing, so I spilled some, made a mess. I'm going to clean it up. But as I was saying, I got a magnetic drain plug on my car. Got my new O-ring right there, just fell off, but look. So if there's any metal particles in the oil, they'll get stuck to the drain plug. And when I pull it out, I can clean it off. So I'm going to put this back in the car now. I put the drain plug in and got everything out from underneath the car. I'm going to have to move the car to clean that mess that I made. That magnetic drain plug, you can find them online or at any auto parts store or whatever. But I'm going to lower my car back to the ground, get it level before I put my oil filter back in and fill it with oil. I'm sure this video is boring enough. Y'all didn't want to see me jacking the car up and taking the jack stand out from underneath it. That's why I try and make short videos. I'm going to take my oil filter and put it back in using my 36 millimeter. See? Look how boring this is. This doesn't make for good video, does it? Maybe I should tell jokes while I'm doing this. Why does a chicken coop have 2 doors? Because if it had 4 doors, it'd be a chicken sedan. Yes, I am a dad. Oil filter back in, snug. That's snug too. Take that off. And I'm going to fill it with 7 quarts of oil. Boring video. So 7 quarts of oil, fill it up right here. And that's it. You've done an oil change. 7 quarts of oil are in. Cap is back on tight, facing the nice pretty direction. Now, everybody likes to pull up their dipstick so they can feel like they accomplished something. And look at where the oil is. It is exactly where it's supposed to be. I know it's not focusing, but it's right where it's supposed to be. Oil changed. Now I gotta back this up and clean up the mess that I made.